My dear friends, welcome to Rajashekar classes on applied data science with Python. This is lecture number 16. In this lecture, we will try to understand dictionaries in Python. Dictionaries are unordered collection of elements. Each dictionary has key value pair. This key value pair is separated by this colon symbol. Dictionaries is created by enclosing in curly braces. Means you must write key value pairs in curly braces. Even we created sets by using curly braces, but in the case of dictionaries you have pair of elements, whereas in the case of sets you can have only one element, isn't it? An empty dictionary can be created by just keeping empty curly braces. In that manner we also created empty set, isn't it? Keys, here in the context of dictionary you have two things. One is key and another one is value. Keys are unique. There must not be repetition in keys. Values may repeat or may not repeat. Keys must not repeat. Keys must be unique. And another important point is the values of dictionary values can be any type. That can be any type, but keys are immutable. You cannot. They are immutable. Means you can make use tuple strings numbers as keys. Yes, but whereas values, you can keep values of any type, but the restriction on keys. Keys must be immutable. Even you can create a dictionary not only curly by the help of curly braces. You can also create dictionary by using a built-in function like dict. How we created set built-in function set in this context. You have one built-in function known as dict. By using dict also you can create dictionaries. Dict one equal to, just I am keeping empty flower brackets, empty curly braces, means an empty dictionary will be created. Print dict one means output I will get an empty dictionary symbol. I will get curly braces. What does it mean? It indicates that it is an empty dictionary. Dict 2, this one is key and banana is its value. 2 is key and its value is orange. I have two pair key value means I have two pairs, isn't it? Print dict 2. Dict 2 means it will display all the elements, means key value pairs in that particular dictionary. If you observe carefully, this second dictionary is integer keys. Integer key means here 1 is key, banana is value. 2 is key, orange is value. Here keys are 1, 2 are keys. Means basically that is a dictionary with integer keys. Dictionary with mixed keys. Mixed keys means here place is a key, isn't it? Place is a key and 1 is a key. Means integer is a key and even string. We are keeping string is also as a key. Therefore you have mixed type of keys, isn't it? Values can be of any type. That's what I said. Here we have Kukatpalli is a string, whereas this is a list. Where there is no restriction on type of values, but there is a restriction on type of keys, isn't it? Now, print dict 3 means simply it will display that particular dictionary. Even you can create a dictionary with the help of dict function. Dict of one apple, 1 is key, apple is value, 2 is key, melon is value. Dict 4 means it will display that particular dictionary, isn't it? Again, let me say dict 5 equal to, I am creating again dictionary with the help of predefined built-in function dict. In this 1 is key, apple is value, 2 is key, melon is value. Dict 5 means it will display all the elements of that particular dictionary, isn't it? Dictionary can be accessed by using its values. You can use keys to access the values of dictionary. While using, you can make keys can be used either inside the bracket or you can use in get method. If I use keys inside the square brackets, what happens? There may be cases your key may not be key may not be available in that particular dictionary. In that case, it will generate an error. Key error if you make use square brackets. If you make use get method, if that particular key is not available, then it returns none. That you must understand. This is the only basic difference. Just you must compare this one. What is this? Key error generates in the case of square brackets. None will generate in the case of get method. You can make use keys inside square bracket or inside get method. In the case of square brackets, you will get key error, whereas in the case of get method it will return none. Anyway, we will try to understand these things with appropriate examples. Just see, dict 6, this is key, this is value, name is key, Divya is value, age is key, 14 is value. Dict 6 of name, dict 6, this here, what am I using? I am using square bracket, isn't it? I can make use square bracket or get method. Name is key, what is the value corresponding to that name? Divya. Therefore, in output screen, what it will display Divya, isn't it? Now, in this case, what happened, just see, in this case, dict 6, name Divya, name is key, value is Divya, age is key, 14 is value. Dict place, do you have such key here? You have only two keys, name and age, but you don't have any key known as place. In that case, it will generate key error. That's what I discussed. With the square brackets, if that particular key is not available in dictionary, it will generate key error. Whereas, in the case of dict 6 dot get method, I already discussed about get method. Do you have place key? You don't have place key. In that case, what will it return? It will return none, isn't it? That's what it says. Dictionaries are mutable. Yes, that we discussed initially, we were discussing, isn't it? For example, this is a dictionary, name is key, Divya is value, age is key, 14 is, it's mutable. I can change the values. My dict is dictionary name, age is key, 13 means age is key, whose value is 14. Now this will be updated with 13. Now just print my dict if that 14 is updated with 13. Means what does it mean? It means dictionary is mutable. That's what it says. Even let me proceed further. Add item to a dictionary. I have a name whose value is Divya. I have age whose value is 14. Now I am adding one more key value pair to this particular dictionary. Address is key, Kukatpalli is value. This particular key, this is key, this is value. This key value pair will be added to this dictionary. Therefore, if I display that my dict, along these two keys and values, it will also display address Kukatpalli. It's simple thing, simple and straightforward concept, isn't it? Now, I can remove an element from the dictionary. How can I do it? Just see, there is a dictionary. We created a dictionary. 1 is key. What's its value? 1. 2 is key and its value is 8. 2 cube 8 cubes. I named it as cubes. 3 is key. 3 cube 27. Just I created a simple dictionary. Now we will try to understand pop method. We can remove particular item in a dictionary by using pop method. This method removes an item with the provided key and return its value. For example, here cubes.pop3. Pop3 means what is 3? 3 key. Do you have 3 key? Yes. Therefore, this particular key value pair will be removed. Therefore, print cubes pop3 means what will it print? What is the value corresponding to this key? 27. It will print 27. Just see this. It will print 27. After removing that particular element, again just display cubes. Cubes means just again display that particular dictionary. This 327 will not be there. All other key value pairs you can see in this particular output. Pop item. This method can be used to remove and return an arbitrary key value item pair from the dictionary. What does it mean? Arbitrarily, randomly it will choose. Cubes.pop item. If I say it will arbitrarily choose, it will choose randomly one element, it will remove. In this case, it arbitrarily 5:25. 5 is key, value is to 125. This particular key value pair is removed. That's why the print cubes.pop item is 5:125. This particular key value pair will not be there in this dictionary. Again, if you display print cubes, again if you display value of that particular dictionary, it will display excluding 5:125. Means without that particular key value pair, it will display. Add the item, all the items can be removed at once. Yes, this also we discussed in other data structures. Cubes, print cubes means it will display all the elements. Cubes.clear means all the key value pairs will be removed. You will left with an empty dictionary. Print cubes means it simply displays an empty dictionary, isn't it? We can also use del keyword. You can use del keyword to remove individual items. Just see, print cubes means this particular dictionary will get displayed. Del cubes, del cubes means individual, or you can remove entire dictionary. Del cubes, you are removing entire dictionary. Again, if you want to display, you will get a name error, isn't it? With del keyword, I can remove entire dictionary. Even I want to individual elements also can be removed. Now, copy. Print cubes, again this particular dictionary will get displayed. Just see this one, cubes dot copy. This copying known as shallow copying, isn't it? Cubes dot copy means this will be copied and I am storing in another dictionary known as copy cubes. Just I am printing print copy cubes means same thing will be copied and it will be displayed. It's simple thing, isn't it? Items, what are the items here? One column key value pair is known as an item, isn't it? One is key whose value is 1. This is one item. 2 is key, 8 is value. This pair is another item. 3 is key, 27 is value. This is another item. This is another item. These are known as, this key value pairs are known as items. Cubes dot items means all key value pairs will get displayed, isn't it? Even if you want to display just keys, you can display only keys. Cubes dot keys. What are the keys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just that keys will get displayed. Even if you want, you can display only values. Cubes dot values. Values, cubes is what? It's a dictionary name. Values 1, 8, 27, 64, 125. That's what it displays. Even if you want, you can display keys. If you want values, you can display values. If you want to display items, you can display items also. This dir function return all properties and methods of specified object. I will discuss anyway in Jupyter Notebook. Let me discuss. Let me move to our Jupyter Notebook. Where is our Jupyter Notebook? Just see this. Yes, we discussed this one. Just try to recall what I discussed in PowerPoint presentations. I can create an empty dictionary with this curly brace. Just if you run this one, what will it display? It will display just only empty dictionary. Even you can create a dictionary with integer keys. 1 is integer, 2 is integer. I can create dictionaries with integer keys. Just blindly I am displaying that particular dictionary. Even you can create dictionary with mixed keys. Place is string and place is a string. It's a key, and 1 is also key. Here you have one key is string and another key is integer. Therefore I can say it's a mixed keys. Simply you can display the content stored in that particular dictionary. Even I can create dictionary with the help of predefined function dict. Key value pairs. If I supply 1 is key, apple is value, 2 is key, melon is value. Just I can not only with curly braces, even I can create dictionary with the dict function. Again I am creating one more dictionary with the help of dict function. 1 apple, 2 melon. It is simple and straightforward. This particular dictionary will get automatically will get displayed. Even we can compare. You can access the elements. You can retrieve the elements by using get method or this square brackets. Here what am I doing? Dict 6. This is dict 6 name. Name is key. I'm keeping key inside square brackets. Therefore, what will you get? Divya, isn't it? It is simple one. Again, if I say dict 6 dot get age. If I give something with get method, even age is key, isn't it? Name is key, age is key. Even I can provide these keys to square brackets or get method, isn't it? But there is slight difference. That difference we will try to understand. For example, here dict 6. Here I am providing key inside square bracket. Place, do you have place key? Here you don't have place key. In that case, it will generate key error. Just always remember, in the case of square brackets, key errors will be generated. But whereas in the case of get place, get method, it will generate none. That's what I discussed. That's what I explained in my PPT, isn't it? Same thing. Here also, dictionaries are mutable. Here age value is 14, but 14 will be replaced by 13. I can update. Why? Because dictionary is mutable. Just see, age 13. The dictionaries are mutable, isn't it? That's what I discussed in PPT. Print my dict. It is simple. Address Kukatpalli means I'm adding one more key value pair to this dictionary. Now keys address whose value is Kukatpalli. This will if you display one more key value will be added to that my dict, isn't it? Even if you want, you can remove. If you want, you can remove. Isn't there is a removing means how can I print a cube? Pop off means what? Pop off 3. 3 is key. 3 is key, 327. That particular key value pair will be removed, 27. After removing 327, the remaining elements I am displaying means pop is a function through which if you pass 3 is a key, that key value pair will be popped or removed from that particular dictionary. And pop item will choose an arbitrary key and it removes that particular value. In this case, it is choosing arbitrarily 5 and whose value is 125. Print cubes dot pop item. After removing, again if I display cubes, you cannot find 5 and 5 is value 125. 5 is a key and whose value is 125. That pair you cannot find in updated cubes dictionary, isn't it? Now cubes dot clear means all elements will be removed, but the dictionary, if you display print cubes, means an empty dictionary will get displayed, isn't it? Just see, an empty dictionary is displayed. After cubes dot clear means all elements will be removed, isn't it? Yes, this del, with the help of del also I can remove entire dictionary. Just see, print cubes means it will display. Del cube means the entire dictionary is removed. If you want to display, it will display a name error. Why? Because there is no such dictionary. All that particular dictionary is deleted. Shallow copying can be done by using copy method. Just there is a dictionary cubes dot copy. I'm keeping copy cubes another dictionary. Just I'm displaying the elements. It is simple and straightforward. Anybody can understand. There is nothing new. There is nothing complications. This items also I discussed. Items method will return items in existing in dictionary. Item is key value pair. That also I discussed. Cubes dot items means what? Key value pairs. It will return one key. One is key and one is value. 2 is key. 8 is value. 3 is key. 27 is value, like that. That's what items method says. Even if you want, you can display keys, only keys. If you want to display only keys, you can display cubes dot keys means keys. If we are displaying keys. If you want to display only values, you can also display values. Just I am displaying values here. 18, 27, 64, 125. They are values, isn't it? Dir function. It will if you want to access get list of all available methods and attributes of dictionary, you can get it. Even we discussed update, pop item we discussed, keys we discussed, items we discussed, get we discussed, isn't it? How can I display that? Just create an empty dictionary and print just that empty dictionary pass to the dir function. It will display all the existing what I can say in proper language. I can say list of all available methods and attributes of dictionary can be displayed by using this simple code. Dictionary comprehensions same what it says, how we discussed comprehensions for this one sets similar to this one here also. Just see, I in d dot items. D dot items means what? A10 is one item, B20 is another item, C30. I in d dot items mean it will take first item A comma 10, next item B comma 20, C comma. In this manner you can apply comprehensions also. Just go through it once. It is simple and straightforward. Just try to understand. If you have any difficulty, just I request you to keep on commenting. If you keep some comment, I will try to answer it. Thank you very much.